Hey guys, welcome back to Kinky Day Hair. I'm Day, and in today's video, I'm gonna give y'all 10 tips on healthy, natural hair so y'all can grow out, y'all can be all pretty. Gucci. Let's get into it. So, first tip is night routines. Night routines are really self-explanatory. It's routines you do with your hair in the night. Basically, you get a section and you take leave-in conditioner or moisturizer, you rub that in this section, you comb it out or detangle it, and you braid it up. You do that all over your head, and that locks in moisture for the next morning, and it's a real time saver in the morning, so you don't have to do this or detangle it all in the morning. That causes us to having to wake up early, and we don't need all that. Okay, on to tip number 2. Protective styles. Protective styles basically consist of box braids, goddess braids, crochet, twist, buns, anything that would really protect your ends, because if you don't protect your ends, that'll lead to breakage. And a example of a non-protective style would be basically puffs. Doing puffs all the time, every day, having your ends exposed to the sun all the time will lead to breakage. And we'll get into all that later. Tip number 3, wash days. Wash days are basically self-explanatory. We all know what wash days are. Days where you wash your hair. When I say days, I don't mean days all throughout the week, because that's really unnecessary. And you're stripping, especially if you have black or African American type hair, you're stripping your hair of key nutrients and oils that help moisturize and help keep our hair well maintained. And we don't want to do that, because that leads to breakage. Basically, not doing this will lead to breakage. So number 4. This is 8. Number 4 is no heat. Especially this is really good for people who are trying to transition out of that perm stage, or basically you're trying to become natural. You're trying to go through that natural transition. No heat, no heat, no heat. I can't stress this enough, because heat for us is like the number one cause of damage to our hair. It causes our ends to stretch out. It causes our hair to thin out. It causes our hair to break. Flat ironing it all the time, and I mean any heat. Perm rods, constantly blow drying your hair, constantly flat ironing your hair, constantly perm rodding your hair, rolling your hair, and then sitting under a dryer all the time. That's stripping your hair of moisture, of water. Think of your hair like a plant. You leave a plant that needs water outside in the sun or in the heat too long, it's going to shrivel up and die. That's what your hair is basically doing while you're constantly putting heat on it. Do not put heat on your hair. You can do it once or twice maybe out of the year, but doing it monthly can still cause damage to your hair. I know, I was there. Not a happy thing. I like this. I don't want to go back to whatever that was. Number 5, wrapping your hair at night. So when I say wrapping your hair at night, basically taking any satin scarf, having a satin pillowcase, having a satin hair cover. Satin is basically going to become your best friend in this sense, because it keeps all the moisture locked in. But if you have and when I mean satin pillowcase, sleeping on a sleeping on a cotton pillowcase will strip moisture. It will dry out your hair and causes breakage, basically. So number 6, detangling regularly. Detangling your hair regularly will keep your hair from locking up, and from dreading up, and from becoming really tangled and unmanageable, to where when you comb out, you want to cry every time. No, we don't want that. It keeps your hair all nice and manageable. It's basically easier on you if you keep your hair nice and detangled and moisturized. Number 7. Going to get trims regularly. It's trimming, whether you go to a beauty salon to get your hair trimmed or you trimming it yourself, you need to do it regularly, because if you keep those dead ends on, that'll basically cause all those dead ends And if you notice that your hair is not growing, it's not retaining length, it's because those dead ends are growing, then they're breaking off, and they're doing that constantly every day. So that means your hair isn't going to grow, and it's not going to retain its length. So you need to trim off those dead ends so new growth can come in, and then start trimming them off, and that will basically cause your hair to grow, and that's the reason your hair is not growing. Number 8 will be I cannot stress this enough too, do not share hair tools. And by that I mean combs, brushes, all of that. Products you can share, but regarding combs, things to actually comb out your hair, you don't know what any other person has in their hair. You don't know the type, texture, because using brushes that aren't clean. Do not share your hair tools, because you don't know what that other person has in their head. What I mean by that is you can get scalp infections from that. You don't know if they clean their brushes. You don't know if they clean their brushes regularly. You don't know what the previous person had, and that goes for to be better safe than sorry. When you go to get your hair done at a place and they need to comb out your hair, make sure just to bring your own brushes, because you don't know if that particular place cleans out their brushes regularly, even though they're supposed to. Sometimes people don't. It's nasty, by the way. This gross. Ew. Number 9, deep condition. When you deep condition your hair, that's basically getting all the nasty gel residue stuff off your scalp. And just it's like you not taking a shower for a week, and then when you take a shower, it feels so good, doesn't it? Yes, it does. It does. It feels amazing. So you're basically taking all that dirt and stuff and giving your hair life again. So basically, when you deep condition, you're re-putting in all the moisture from long days and all of that back into your head, and we need that. Okay. Our last and final one is one I pretty much like the best. Number 10. Said number 5. Number 10 is have somebody you trust doing your hair. If you don't trust yourself with your hair and you're afraid that you're going to do something like with trimming your hair, if you don't trust yourself doing that, go to somebody that you do trust, because you can really damage your hair if you do not know what you're doing. And I've done that before. It's a horrible time. So when I say do somebody you trust, it doesn't necessarily have to be somebody that owns a beauty salon. No, because sometimes they don't really know what they're doing. They don't know how to do our type of hair. So when I say do someone you trust, like your mom's probably been doing your hair since, forever. I just kind of started doing my hair at the age of 8. I needed my mom's help sometimes because I didn't know whether I was doing enough. That's how I ended up damaging my hair with the flat iron, because I thought I could do it myself, and I damaged my hair. So have somebody you trust or can do your hair, because just to be on the safe side of things, so you can retain your length and you can have nice, healthy, flowy hair. That was my 10 tips for having healthy hair. I hope y'all like it. I hope y'all take what I said into consideration in y'all's daily routines and y'all's night routines and y'all's deep conditioning and y'all's detangling, all of that. I hope y'all take no heat. I hope y'all take all of that into consideration for y'all's hair, because I personally want all of my kinky crew to have some kinky, beautiful, flowy, nice looking, all that hair. Yeah. I love y'all kinky crew. So please subscribe, like, comment on my video. I'll leave my Snapchat. I have a new Twitter for this YouTube account. I have a Twitter for that. I'll leave it all in the description below. Go follow me, please. Love y'all kinky crew. I can't do this without y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank you for subscribing to me. Thank you. One love. Bye.